Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're actually going to be playing some City Skylines. Now, City Skylines is a game that I've loved for so long, man, ever since it came out like 2015, 2016, what was it? And I've played this game so much, man, in the past at least. I used to build some bomb cities that if I have pictures of, I'll throw up on the screen right now. And it's just a game that I really love and have always enjoyed. And since I'm looking to switch it up on the channel a little bit and do a few different games aside from U4, still an U4 main channel by the way, I thought why not do a little throwback for myself and play some City Skylines. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a regular viewer, well, don't worry, U4 isn't going anywhere. But for now, let's jump into some City Skylines. Alright, so here we are in this little map I've picked out, and for my first cities video, or maybe my only one if you guys don't enjoy it, I thought, why not slowly get back into the groove of things and do a little, small town USA right here. No challenge, just little buildings showing off and, revisiting my building skills. Of course, this is gonna be in sandbox mode. I do have a bunch of mods on, and I do have a few custom assets and props and stuff like that that I'll use to spice up my town. But of course, if you guys enjoy this, we're not going to be doing just, regular building. We might do some of the classic City Skylines challenges like one tile, no roads, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. But for now, this is it, man. Westdale, apparently I didn't even change the name of my town. I do have all tiles unlocked, and I'm thinking the location of the town is gonna be sort of right here. We're not gonna make it too big or anything like that. So this is the entrance to our city, man, right here. And now for the start, I'm thinking I'm gonna build a little road right here that goes along somewhere this way, and then I'm gonna split it off somewhere right here, turn around behind the town, and make another connection from here. And I still don't know actually how to record City Skylines videos. Some creators do a time lapse when they build, some just cut out the part where they build and then just jump in and show it off, and I think that's how I'm gonna do it this time. So yeah, I'm gonna get started by building some roads right here, at least the main highways and stuff like that, and then we'll jump back in and start with the city. Alright, so I'm done building that road right here. As we can see, it's just a regular like 4-lane road, right? It's supposed to be pretty rural, so no highways or anything like that. So it starts off like this, goes on that way, just to say out of town or something like that, and then we got this little nice road over here that should go like behind the town. The town shouldn't be too big, sort of in this area right here, I guess, and then it goes out all the way this way with another connection right here, just with a little generic intersection right here. I didn't want to be bothered to build one just yet, and I haven't downloaded any custom intersections, so yeah, that's where it is. Like 2 connections shouldn't have too much traffic, from just one side. Alright, so now we're gonna get started by building, the main sort of town center down here, downtown, small town. So, yeah, let me clear these trees and we'll jump right back in. Or actually, no, you know what? Let's do some live building and not clear those trees just like that. Alright, so if this is gonna be the center of town, we want a sort of little main street area right there, right next to this little pond or lake or whatever it is. So we're gonna get one of these roads right here, 2-lane road with median trees or whatever, and sort of start placing it down, along the coast or something like that, just like this. There we go, just like this right here. Then of course it can bend around, and this is enough for now. This is sort of the extent of what our main part of town should be. And boom, there we go, there's Main Street, man. Thompson Street, that's what's up. We're not gonna build like any big avenues or anything like that. That would be pretty unrealistic, but a 4-lane street, just a regular one like this, for the downtown area of town, seems pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and connect this over here to what we have like our entry area, and we are gonna keep it straight. These guys did like to keep it pretty straight, and there we go, it's almost connected right there. So let's do a little something like that. All right, there we go. This is gonna be like our core part of town, like our little downtown or something like that. So yeah, now it's time to get some buildings going over here, and that is the way I like to build cities, man. Start from the middle and grow out, so it looks as organic as possible and stuff like that. But obviously most of the main things should be located right here, right? So let me look up. I did download a town hall or something like that, and I actually didn't like the town hall that I downloaded, so I'm just gonna use this tax office right here, which is a generic asset, and put it down right there. It is kind of supposed to be in the middle of town, so let's see if we can make it a little pretty right here behind it. All right, did a little beautification to this area right here. Let me delete some trees that I put down, and we got a nice little walkway behind it, just so there's no empty space, right? And it would make sense for there like to be businesses or something behind the town hall. And there we go, we got a little path. I put down a few benches right here, and some shrubbery over here, and I did plop down these big trees over the vanilla trees that came with the asset, because these oaks just look better. And this is pretty much the area that I've built right here. So this is sort of our town hall lot right here, man. all right, time to build around it and get some, police station, the basics of what this town should need. And I did download a few hospitals. Some of these I guess are pretty big, and let's try and find a small one that would fit. Let me just put it down right here so we can test it out. There we go. I'll put this one down as well. Of course, it wouldn't make sense for there to be like a big hospital or something in this area, although it depends on the size of the town. We could put down some of these bigger ones as well. Now I did put this one down in the middle of trees, so we do need to destroy the trees so I can see it right there. All right, 24/7 emergency. Which one looks better? You know what? I think this one right here looks a little bit better, so I'm just gonna move it right there, and we can put it down somewhere over here. Where would the hospital be located, man? Definitely somewhere in this area, but let's go ahead and see. I do want to have some shops on this street as well, and I do have this little mod right here that's like for putting down growable buildings, right? So I can just pick out the ones that I think would fit in this town and just put them down just like that. Pretty simple. A very nice mod. I don't know what's it called. Plop the growables, I think. Yeah. All right, so this is what I've put down so far. A couple of businesses that would make sense, that look like they would be located in this town right here. Of course, I'm gonna spice up the areas behind them a bit, and I don't know if we should do housing over here immediately, man. There shouldn't really be lots of businesses in this town. This should be the main, I guess, block, but yeah, I might put some down behind them as well, but we do definitely need to go and do some of these things as well. And this sheriff's office seems to be pretty nice. What doesn't make sense over there, I think I did download a couple of custom police station stuff. Small police station. Yeah, this looks pretty tiny. We do have a bigger one as well. Let me see what this looks like. Doesn't make sense over here in our area. Nah, this is definitely too big for right here, man. So I'm definitely gonna blow that up over there and do this little small police station right here, which maybe it shouldn't be on Main Street, man. Maybe it should be located behind some of these businesses right here. Boom, just like that. And that seems to be a pretty good place for it, I think. Let me look up if I have any parking right here, man. I'm not sure. And yeah, I don't have any parking assets, so definitely this space is going to be reserved for parking right here. And yeah, that's pretty much the police station right there. I did download a bunch of fire departments as well. What do they look like? Let me see and put them down right here, man, just to compare them all to each other. What did I actually download? I don't think I noticed. Which one makes the most sense for our little area right here? These two seem actually pretty nice, man. I am going to use this darker volunteer fire department. So yeah, the fire department, sure, it can be located on Main Street right here, maybe right there we go. So it's more central, just like that. And then we did need to place down that medical facility. I think I was gonna do this one right there, and yeah, let's go ahead and put it down right there. There we go. And this is pretty much our little downtown area right here. So what I'm gonna do right now is pretty much make this entire place beautiful, place a couple more buildings behind these other buildings that I built over there, and finish up our downtown before we move on to a little bit more residential area. All right, so after working on our little town for a little bit, this is what I've come up with right here, man. I've pretty much detailed all the central blocks where this is the small little downtown-ish area. The little town hall block right here, we got some businesses out here in the front. I don't exactly know what these are. Some of them are like generic buildings. I've detailed the alleyways a little bit. Of course, a small town wouldn't be complete without a water tower, and this is it is a street right here, but it's kind of like a little bit run down. Not really, but we got some nice props right here to make it feel alive behind this little business right here. Then we got this other block with the small town hospital, Red Hawk Memorial Hospital, by the way. There we go. And I did detail the back over here with some parking lots and stuff like that, a couple of trees here and there. Then we got this other block right here. We got the organic foods business. Not sure how much this would be located in a small town, but listen, let's just call it the farmers market. And we got all right, well, we got some strong competition right here. A little small town police station out back, with some parking lots. I did detail the parking lots with little cracks and stuff like that. You know what it is. Moving on to this block up here, actually, with the volunteer fire department. Man, I really like this building. It's actually really nice. Got some oil spills right here on the ground. A little tiling right here. Maybe this is where they would park their trucks if they had any. Gotta put down a crematorium, one of the ugliest buildings, but there we go. We got a nice little small business right here. Maybe some cafe or restaurant. And then I did put down this office building right here just because, we might need it. Of course, I don't really care about the stuff down here. We're just doing this to look good. Then we got the Shell gas station right here. You know what it is. And in this other block, we got a little a fashionable fashion shop. I thought this was supposed to be an Olive Garden, but all right. Then we got KFC, of course, right here. Some bookstore, another burger joint right here. here, and then some more restaurants and stuff like that. So yeah, plop down some small details here and there. Of course, I built all of this. This is custom, you know, the fencing, the, you know, little props and billboards and little taco truck or whatever it is back here. Added some trees, you know, added some litter over here, some shrubbery to make it feel, you know, like organic and lived in, because a lot of these assets are pretty barren. So this is what the downtown area of our small town right here has ended up looking like. Man, I think it's pretty nice over here for a start. And of course, I did have to get these guys electricity and power. So I did build this a little industrial-ish area right here. We got a little water treatment plant, a recycling center, and then we got the geothermal power plant. Of course, I picked these assets only for the looks, right? I don't really care what they do as long as they get the job done. And while these assets right here looked the most realistic to me. Of course, we'll spice up this area later on as well. So this is what we've ended up looking like. And after pushing out a couple of more blocks that are going to be square like this in this area, after that I'm gonna start to, you know, wiggle the city around, because the extent of this little town is gonna be pretty much this, with some additional stuff right here, maybe a high school further down the road, an elementary school and stuff like that. So yeah, speaking of schools, let me find a location for the elementary and high schools probably, and then we'll get that going. And of course later we're gonna build some other businesses right here along Jones Street. All right, time for a little progress update to show you what I've done so far. So I did build a couple of more blocks. We got this little block down here. Of course, what small town is complete without a church? That's right, we got the county church. And we got this nice little park here. You know, of course it's a park because I just put down an entrance, but this is pretty much the only thing that's an asset. Everything else I built custom. We got a little path right here leading to the parking lot, some nice shrubbery and benches and stuff like that. We got a nice little entrance over here, and this is pretty much that block. You know, I don't have that surface painter mod, otherwise there wouldn't be these gaps right here, but I just used that to put down some trees over here in this area. And I know the parking lot is a little jank right here. Maybe we can fix it with some terrain. Where is that? So is this gonna lower it? There we go. It is lowering it a bit. There we go. Oh no, or no, there it is. Now it's lowering it. So yeah, now it's a little more evened out. Or not, maybe I messed it up. But aside from that, I have been building this sort of general area over here. We got this little oddly shaped block right here with another church. That's right, there's always going to be two rival churches. Another parking lot right here, this little area with trees. And I have put down my first houses. We got our first citizens, 16 population, baby. That's what's up. The sky is the limit. But yeah, I just put down this house, and this house. I'm not really zoning anything, you know, so stuff grows automatically. I kind of want to, you know, pick and choose the looks of my houses and businesses that'll pop up. So that's why I'm not zoning anything. But yeah, I have put down only these 3 houses for now. A nice little fence right here behind them. And I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do right here, but of course we are gonna put something down. And then we got this general area right here, which is sort of the, you know, education area. We got the high school, Suburban High School A, and then we got the American Elementary School, some parking lots right here. I did build some fences. I know it's sticking out into the street a little bit, but that's just because I moved it. And then we got a soccer/football pitch, whatever you want to call it. And then we got a high school stadium with, you know, American football and some bleachers and stuff like that. And then I got this little motel right here, the Rump Motel by King Leno. I've been using this asset since it's existed, and I just had to put it down. But yeah, right now I'm going to focus on detailing this area right here a little bit. I have been expanding the street system a little bit as well. Of course, I might change some of these streets up if I don't like them. But as you can see, you know, the streets are sort of starting to branch out. And like I said earlier, this right here is going to be the main area of the town. I did also put down a little train station right here, you know, just so people have another way to access the town. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. So obviously need to get electricity to this and then build up this area right here, and then I'll jump back in and show you guys what I've done. But I think this is a pretty nice progress for now, man. And yeah, let me know what you think. I still don't know if I'm even going to publish this. Alright, slight progress update. I have been detailing those areas that I showed off earlier, while also constructing some new houses. I did download the American Eclectic theme houses, which are pretty much all of these ones you see right here. So they're all, you know, 4x4, so they fit into these nice blocks nicely. But of course, I did add some trees and shrubbery because they do look quite a bit barren, you know, with the stock assets that they come with. And it looks sort of a little naked if you ask me. But these are the 3 blocks that I've added, man. These are all the houses. So pretty much what's that, 4x3? That's 12 houses that I've put down. All of these plopped by hand. And I also put down some more houses here, detailed all of them. So we pretty much got like these 4 blocks over here, or well, 5 blocks right here done. I did spice up this little area behind the church right here as well with some sort of, you know, like a community event going on right here. You know, some nice picnic benches, some nice stands right here. Maybe you get some food, maybe you get some drinks and whatnot, some carts, and some construction materials for, you know, when they built this, along with some porta potties, of course. But yeah, I think this whole block right here, pretty much on this side of the high school, this block right here next to the, you know, American football pitch, and these 3 blocks right here are pretty much done, man. This block right here, I think, actually could use a few more taller trees. It does look a little barren, so yeah, there we go. We can put down one in the middle, and all of them look pretty much even right about now. So that's what I've been doing. I did detail some areas around the schools as well, although I don't think this is, you know, completely finished. Added some trees around the elementary school right here, some trees right behind here, some nice little circular tables, as you can see down here, you know, for the people watching the game or whatnot to pick up some bites to eat. You know, we got a couple of stands right here, 2 food trucks, one little, you know, what you call it, hot dog stand or whatever for everyone watching the game. And I did put down a few businesses right here behind the soccer/football pitch, so it doesn't look too barren, but, you know, it's not really anything special. I just picked them out for the looks and what would fit here, even though this one is stuck a little bit under the bleachers, but it's not a problem. And we got some nice vegetation right here, man. A pretty, you know, lush town. This is all supposed to be very heavily wooded, very dense foliage right here. So pretty much the entire town is supposed to have, you know, woods like this, but, you know, eventually some trees would be cut down to build houses, and you know, the remaining ones that didn't need to be cut down are basically still here. But this is pretty much the area right here I've been working on, man, and I think it is looking pretty good. So I'll continue to detail this a little bit, and then I think we'll continue around these blocks right here, and then pretty much everything else except for like these 2 blocks, and maybe this down here will be housing. I will put some other, you know, areas to hang out with. I got a nice bowling alley and stuff like that, and of course this street right here goes over to the small industrial area that we're gonna have right here. Just a couple of, you know, factories or whatnot, or you know, utility buildings are gonna be right here, but not too much industry, even though these guys are gonna demand it. But we might put a little forest industry and farms outside of town, so we'll see where we're at with that. I'm gonna continue working on this right here now, these 2 blocks, and these couple of blocks down here, and then we'll jump back in, and after that we'll continue with housing. And of course, all these you know, jank power lines and stuff like that you guys are seeing, obviously they're temporary, right? This is just to get these things working. But now we do have a couple of people in our town. Oh, these guys don't have water. Let's see how the piping situation is. All right, I will have to, you know, increase this. Sometimes I follow along the streets, sometimes I don't. It's really random how I do it, honestly. And there we go. We can just do it like that. Put this down here, and there we go. Pretty much everyone we've built stuff for should be covered with this. There we go. We get some more pipes out just like that. We'll pull this one all the way out to here. Like I said, I really don't have a system for how I build these pipes. It's just how I feel in the moment. But there we go. Everyone should be pretty much covered by now, and let's hope things aren't despawning. I haven't actually been unpausing a lot, but I do have that mod where you know, buildings don't disappear even if they're abandoned, even if there's no one living in them or working in them or anything like that. This guy's just upgraded. I hope their shape didn't change. You know, I did put them down manually, so they shouldn't have, you know, disappeared. But yeah, our little town is about to start getting, you know, what's this? Alrighty then. But we should see some cars coming in, man. Let's see, where's our main road right here? Yep, there are the little cars jumping in from the highway. Yeah, there we go. They're coming in. Let's follow along some of them. Of course, they are driving through trees, but let's not pay attention to that. In fact, you know what? We will pay attention to that. I will delete the trees all along the way. There we go. So they don't have to drive into trees anymore. But yeah, we got some citizens going, man. About 230 people starting to drive around our streets, starting to, you know, make our town feel alive. There we go. We got some businesses delivering goods. We got some cars parked out here. Elder care. Well, listen, there's not enough people in this town to have elder care. Let's be real here. But yeah, our town is definitely looking very, very cute, man. And yeah, nice to see these guys finally moving around. And what's with the fireworks? Come on, that's enough. And actually, there's everyone coming in right now, man. Okay, these are the lots of... Oh, well, I didn't realize all of you guys wanted to go to town, but all right. We got the train arriving too, and well, these people aren't really gonna walk over from over here to town. Maybe they'd catch a cab or something like that. But this is obviously the shortest way, the route that they're taking, and that's actually not something I want to happen. So I will delete this street right here just so they don't go along this way. This right here should be the main street. And let's see, how are they moving about? I guess everyone wants to watch the game or something like that. Yep, nice to see the cars coming in, man. They're coming in from this way as well, from the other road that we've built. Did I actually make this an outside connection? No, but it is connected to the highway right here. All right, good. things are looking good, man. It's definitely nice to see the hustle and bustle. Why is everyone parking in front of here? I don't know. I guess they like the church. And this is our little town at night. I remember that I did have a mod which turned streetlight orange, or, well, you could pick what kind of streetlights you wanted. But yeah, I definitely prefer the orange, like, what are they called? Yeah, orange ones instead of the white LED ones for sure. All right, look at this. This is pretty cute and definitely something a small town would do. Let's put it down right there. And there we go. Welcome to Westdale. All right. So I've worked on a couple of blocks right here. As you can see, and our city, or town, should I say, is finally taking some very, very nice shape, man. Now, this is the blocks that I've built right here. Obviously, I detailed this up a little bit more. You know, did this motel right here, the Rump Motel, like I said earlier. And I've put down a child health center. Let's just say it's a kindergarten, and a couple of houses behind it, you know, added some trees and whatnot, 2 more houses right here. And this line right here is pretty much done. Right down here, you know, not too detailed. It is supposed to be a little bit more barren. Of course, this town is smallish, so not all of these places are going to be popping, you know what I'm saying? But we got the Roxy movie theater right here, sort of an old-ish building. And then we got this little bowling alley down here, you know, on the promenade or whatnot. And this is just, you know, a temporary thing. I might keep this, I might detail it, or I might remove it. I'm still deciding if I like these piers or not. Maybe you can let me know in the comments as well. I might not delete them before this episode ends. But, you know, this is the area that I have been focusing on a little bit over here. So the motel and behind it, and then the child health center and behind it. But the main work has been done over in this area right here. So this entire neighborhood up north next to the schools, this little area right here, and this right here as well. I've been building a bunch of buildings, plopping them down manually, of course, no zoning whatsoever. Every building is placed one by one. That's how I like to do it. And I'm sort of using the bigger ones over here in this area. So this area is the bigger ones. And then up here we have some smaller and a little more denser houses. And then I use this little tree brush right here, you know, to add the trees behind it so it can sort of look like cozy and enclosed. Like I said, this is all supposed to be heavily wooded once we're done. So this entire area right here is pretty much gonna look like this, dense trees and whatnot, especially these boreal pines, the oaks, and regular pines and stuff like that. But yeah, a little more detailing behind the schools right here, and this is sort of what those little areas look like right here. And there we go. I'm gonna try and move, you know, slowly for you guys so you can take it all in. And I have been adding a bunch of trees, like I said. You know, we got the apple trees and whatnot, the pear trees, some little color right here. And I think later on when I detail this area right here, I will do a little time lapse so you guys can see how I detail that. But, you know, this is the streets that we have going so far. Like I said, the town is supposed to branch out once we get away from this little central grid pattern right here. Of course, it maintains itself somewhere with straight streets, but somewhere they bend, which is more in this area actually, and a little bit up here. But this is the area that I've done, man, and I do think it's starting to look really, really cozy. So yeah, this side of town pretty much done. I think I'm gonna work on this right here now, and then we might move along to this if time permits us. But let me know what you think, man, about my building style, at least for a small town like this. I do think it's fairly realistic. Like I said, I haven't played cities in so long, so let me know if I'm any good compared to other City Skylines YouTubers, you know, that you guys like to know and watch. I don't know if the guys I watched back in the day still make videos, but I hope they do. I haven't watched any City Skylines content. I just decided to jump in. But this is the area that we built right now, man. So let's move on down here. All right, this is where we're at right now. So I've built, you know, this block and this block right here, and then this larger block down here that's right across the, you know, lake or whatever it is. And then these few smaller areas right here. Like I said, mostly large houses, just like earlier. And I did add, you know, a little bit of detailing here and there. We got 2 houses under construction right here. So, you know, maybe these people, you know, just bought an empty plot of land or are doing something with that. And another one down here right across the pond. And that's pretty much what I've done. I've placed these houses down manually, and I have added some paths right here, as you guys can see as well, you know, in these hidden areas right here. So, you know, people don't have to circle around the entire block just so they can hang out with their neighbors. I'm thinking of walkability here. That's right. A few more paths down here. All of them are dirt paths. So if you look closely, you can notice some of them, at least right here, you know, and that's pretty much it. So now what I'm going to do is get into the tree plopping phase, and, you know, I think I'm going to time lapse this so you guys can see pretty much the process of how it goes. And that's pretty much how the whole detailing process goes, at least for foliage and at least for, low density residential areas like this. Of course, it would be a little different if I'm doing it somewhere in like, a more urban setting such as this, right? With these different types of props and the decals, for oil slicks and cracked pavement and stuff like that. But that's at least how I do it for, for residential areas. And this is looking a little barren right there. So what I'm going to do is just simply put down another dirt path right here, man, just from this area to right here. And it doesn't matter if trees are in the way, it is supposed to look organic, not like it's meant to be there, but just like, people just walk through there, right? It's not like, this is anybody's property, or even if it is, all of these guys, let's just say all of them like each other and they don't mind people walking through their basically backyard, even though pretty much nothing right here is fenced off. But that is how that is looking like right now, man. And let's just go into the tree brush right here, tall grass cluster, and I'm gonna increase the size of this a little bit and turn off prop and tree anarchy actually, and just go behind this area a little bit. Then we can deselect this and scroll back up to find the main trees like the boreal pine, and I can just go behind all of these houses right here that we have went through like that. That's enough for the boreal pine. Let's check the smaller pine right there and run that through as well, just like that, behind all of these houses. And then we can even get the live oak going just like that. And boom, just a few of those are gonna spawn in some places where they haven't already spawned, because I do have prop and tree anarchy off, so they won't spawn on top of each other. But yeah, there we go, nice little clearing right here. It did turn out pretty organic actually, and everything is looking nice and cozy, at least when you don't look past the tree line. And if you just stare at it like this, well, it is looking pretty nice and cozy. And yeah, that's where we're at right now, man. Pretty much this part of town is done. Now all we gotta do is the same to all of this right here, and then maybe we'll get a few factories going as well. What I didn't show you guys was I put down this like inner city bus station or whatever, pretty much the same thing as a train station. People should arrive. And we got another motel right there, some gas station and a McDonald's, but this is just random stuff, to sort of bookmark what I want to do with an area such as this. But this will definitely be a little, small pocket of town that's disconnected, because I am planning to have the houses stop, well, right around here maybe. Good old City Skylines traffic, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. All of these guys, waiting their turn. Of course, there isn't any traffic lights here. I don't have Traffic Manager President Edition. I can't be bothered to wait for the game to load for like 4 hours, but, it is looking pretty decent, man, so far. Where are these guys coming from? Did I make this an outside connection? So I did make this an outside connection. Yeah, people are coming in from that area as well. And actually, that is something that I did want to do, because I didn't want everyone, coming from, right here. So people can come in from this side, from that side over there, and from over here as well. Are people coming from over here? Yeah, they definitely look like they are. Let me zoom right there. And yeah, things are looking good, man. Things are looking good, hustling and bustling. 1,700 residents. I think we'll get up to like 2K with the houses we've built. Of course, that isn't very realistic. There will only be like 300 people here. If I used Rico, it would probably be more realistic. But yeah, let me know in the comments if I should get Rico so the population is realistic. But yeah, traffic is obviously cleared up. That was just everyone going into town when I built them their houses. And with all that said and done, I think that's pretty much all we have time for today, man. Like I said at the start, my first City Skylines video, I have been wanting to get into this for a while now. Get back into playing City Skylines. It's just a game that I love so much. And definitely let me know in the comments, man, what you think about this. Do you want to see me do builds like this where we, just build various towns and cities and stuff like that? Maybe something special like a college campus, or, like a medical clinic, a clinic complex or something like that. Maybe some factories or whatnot. Or if you do want to see me play City Skylines, do you not find this interesting? Or maybe you want to see challenges and stuff like that, something that's going to be a little more funny as opposed to something that's a little more relaxed like this. But this is as far as we've gotten our town today, man, and I feel like this is a lot of construction, at least for one episode, even though it is, such a small town. We built our downtown area. I already showed it off, all the various businesses. This little school-ish district right here and the west part of town is pretty much done with housing and whatnot, and then we got a couple of industrial and a couple of transport buildings here as well, and that's as far as we've gotten, man. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments if you want to see me continue this right here, if you want to see me do the east side of town right here, maybe do a little industry, maybe do a big factory or whatnot. That's like the lifeblood of this town, basically the reason it exists. Or do you not want to see me play City Skylines, or do you want me to do challenges and stuff like that? But yeah, this is as far as we've gotten Westdale here apparently, and I do think it's turning out really, really nice, and I hope you all enjoyed watching. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, do you want to see me play more City Skylines or not? Like I said, EU4 is here to stay. This is just a little something different. If you want to watch me do stuff like this live, you can follow me on twitch.tv/TheRedHawkLive, and if you want to catch up on stuff from over there, you can subscribe subscribe to the second channel, link is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to leave a like, it really helps out a lot. And if you like the content and want to see more videos like this, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. And you can become a member today and join the Discord, the link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another City Skylines video.